Did you know death starts from legs first? Does not matter if you are 60s, 70s, or 80s. Best one essential natural vitamin to keep your legs strong in old age, even at 94. Imagine staying strong, steady, and independent well into your 90s. Sounds incredible, right? But here's the reality. As we age, losing muscle strength, especially in our legs, can turn everyday tasks like walking, climbing stairs, or even standing up into daunting challenges. In fact, studies reveal that 1 in 4 adults over 65 suffers a fall each year, making falls the leading cause of injuries among seniors. But what if I told you there's a simple, powerful way to fight back? One essential vitamin could be the key to keeping your legs strong, resilient, and ready to take on life, even at 94. The best part? It's not a miracle drug or a complicated regimen. It's something you can start today to maintain your mobility, prevent falls, and enjoy independence for years to come. So, what is this game-changing vitamin, and why is it so crucial for senior health? Let's uncover the secret to stronger legs and a more active, fearless life as you age. Keep reading. Your future self will thank you. The essential vitamin for strong legs is vitamin D. When people think of vitamin D, they usually associate it with bone health, but it's just as important for muscle strength and mobility. Research has shown that vitamin D deficiency can lead to immune function issues, muscle weakness, balance problems, and a higher risk of falls, which is a dangerous combination for older adults. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that seniors who took vitamin D supplements had a 23% lower risk of falls compared to those who didn't. Another study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that low vitamin D levels were linked to weaker leg muscles and slower walking speeds in older adults. Without enough vitamin D, the body struggles to absorb calcium, mineral, potassium and phosphorus, and utilization, which are important for bone health and overall well-being. Vitamin D trigger to weakens bones and muscles over time. This can accelerate sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass that affects nearly 50% of adults over 80. Simply put, vitamin D is essential for maintaining strong legs, preventing falls, and staying active as you age. How common is vitamin D deficiency in seniors? Vitamin D deficiency is surprisingly widespread, especially among older adults. Studies reveal some eye-opening statistics. Over 60% of seniors have insufficient vitamin D levels based on National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. Older adults with low vitamin D are twice as likely to experience serious falls and fractures, according to Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism. Women over 65 who take vitamin D supplements have a 22% lower risk of hip fracture. Since aging reduces the body's ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight, seniors must take extra steps to ensure they get enough. Here are top 4 signs of vitamin D deficiency that you must know. Vitamin D is essential for maintaining strong bones, supporting muscle function, and boosting immune health. However, many people do not get enough of this vital nutrient, which can lead to noticeable health issues. Here are some common signs that may indicate a deficiency. 1. Muscle weakness. A clear sign of low vitamin D in the elderly. Vitamin D is essential for maintaining muscle strength and function, especially in older adults. Research has shown that low vitamin D levels are linked to an increased risk of muscle weakness and falls in the elderly. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that individuals over 65 with vitamin D deficiency had a 40% higher risk of mobility limitations compared to those with sufficient levels. Another study in Osteoporosis International revealed that seniors with low vitamin D levels had significantly reduced muscle mass and grip strength. Since vitamin D plays a vital role in calcium absorption and muscle contraction, its deficiency leads to muscle weakness, making simple tasks like standing up, climbing stairs, or even walking difficult. For seniors, this can significantly impact their independence and quality of life, increasing the risk of falls and fractures, which are major concerns in aging population. The struggles of Mr. Thompson, a life changed by weakness. Mr. Thompson, an 82-year-old retired teacher, once enjoyed daily walks in the park and tending to his garden. But over the past year, something changed. His legs felt heavy, and standing up from his chair became a challenge. One evening, as he tried to fetch a glass of water from the kitchen, his legs gave out and he collapsed. The pain and helplessness in that moment were unbearable. His daughter rushed to help, tears in her eyes as she realized her once strong father was struggling with even the simplest tasks. The doctor confirmed a severe vitamin D deficiency, and Mr. Thompson was put on supplements. But the damage was done. His confidence was shattered, and fear of falling kept him confined to his chair. The garden he once loved grew wild, untouched, a painful reminder of what he had lost. Number 2. Bone pain, a clear warning sign of low vitamin D in the elderly. Vitamin D is essential for bone health, as it aids in calcium absorption and bone mineralization. In elderly individuals, low vitamin D levels can lead to osteomalacia, a condition that causes soft, weak bones, resulting in persistent bone pain. According to a study published in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research, older adults with vitamin D deficiency reported significantly higher levels of bone pain, especially in weight-bearing areas like the spine, hips, and legs. Another study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with low vitamin D had a 30% higher risk of bone fractures due to weakened skeletal integrity. The pain often starts as a dull ache, worsening over time, making movements like standing, walking, or even lying down uncomfortable. This chronic pain significantly reduces mobility, independence, and overall quality of life, often leading to depression and social isolation. Mrs. Eleanor, a 78-year-old widow, had always prided herself on being independent. She lived alone in the house where she had raised her children, refusing to move in with her son despite his constant pleas. But over the past few months, a deep, aching pain had settled in her bones, making every step feel like a burden. Mornings were the worst. Getting out of bed felt like lifting a mountain. The stairs that once led to her favorite reading nook became an impossible challenge. One night, as she tried to reach for a book on the top shelf, a sharp pain shot through her spine and she collapsed onto the floor. Lying there, unable to move, she realized the cruel reality. Her body was failing. When her son found her the next morning, tears welled in his eyes. She had always been his pillar of strength, but now she needed help. The doctor diagnosed her with severe vitamin D deficiency, warning her of the risks of fracture. With supplements and therapy, she improved slightly, but the pain never fully left her. The house, once filled with warmth and memories, now felt like a prison, each creaking floorboard reminding her of what she had lost. 3. Slow wound healing, a hidden danger of low vitamin D in the elderly. Vitamin D plays a crucial role in immune function and tissue repair, making it essential for wound healing. In elderly individuals, a deficiency in vitamin D can significantly slow down the healing process, increasing the risk of infections and complications. A study published in Advances in Wound Care found that patients with low vitamin D levels took 50% longer to heal from minor cuts and surgical wounds compared to those with adequate levels. Another study in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology revealed that vitamin D promotes the production of antimicrobial peptides, which are vital in fighting infections and accelerating tissue regeneration. Without sufficient vitamin D, the body struggles to form new skin cells and collagen, leading to prolonged open wounds and an increased risk of ulcers, particularly in bedridden seniors. For older adults, even a small wound can become a serious health issue, causing pain, immobility, and emotional distress. Mr. Harris, an 80-year-old war veteran, had always been strong, but lately, even a small scratch seemed to take forever to heal. One day, while trimming his garden roses, a thorn pricked his hand. He thought nothing of it, just a tiny cut. But days passed, and instead of healing, the wound grew red and swollen. The pain worsened, making it hard for him to grip his walking cane. His daughter, visiting for the weekend, noticed the wound and gasped. "Dad, this doesn't look right," she said, her voice filled with worry. The doctor confirmed a severe vitamin D deficiency, which had weakened his body's ability to heal. Despite antibiotics and supplements, the wound refused to close, forcing Mr. Harris to stay indoors, away from the garden he loved. Sitting alone by the window, he watched the weeds overtake his once pristine flowers, just as time and illness were overtaking him. The thought of losing his independence haunted him more than the pain itself. 4. Leg cramps or spasms. You may also experience leg cramps or spasms, especially at night. Since vitamin D helps regulate muscle contractions, a deficiency can lead to frequent cramping, making it difficult to get restful sleep and affecting overall mobility. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, it is important to consult a healthcare professional. A simple blood test can confirm whether your vitamin D levels are low. If necessary, your doctor may recommend increasing sun exposure, making dietary adjustments, or taking supplements to restore optimal levels. The best ways to get more vitamin D. 1. Get more sunlight. Your body naturally produces vitamin D when your skin is exposed to sunlight. However, as you age, your skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin D, increasing the risk of deficiency. To boost your vitamin D levels from sunlight, aim to spend 20 to 30 minutes outdoors in direct sunlight at least 3 to 4 times per week. The best time for vitamin D production is midday, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. when the sun's rays are strongest. If you live in a region with frequent cloud cover or long winters, you may not get enough sun exposure. In such cases, using a vitamin D lamp can help mimic natural sunlight and support vitamin D production. 2. Eat vitamin D-rich foods. While food alone may not provide all the vitamin D your body needs, including vitamin D-rich foods in your diet can help boost your levels and support overall health. Some of the best dietary sources of vitamin D include fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, and tuna. A 3.5-ounce serving of salmon provides around 570 international units of vitamin D, which covers most of the daily requirement. Egg yolks are another source, with a single yolk containing about 40 international units of vitamin D. Many dairy products, including milk, yogurt, and cheese, are fortified with vitamin D, making them a convenient way to increase intake. Mushrooms are the only plant-based food that naturally produces vitamin D when exposed to sunlight, making them an excellent option for vegetarians. Since it is difficult to get enough vitamin D from food alone, many seniors may need supplements to meet their daily requirements and maintain optimal health. 3. Take a vitamin D supplement. For seniors, vitamin D supplements are often the most reliable way to maintain optimal levels, especially when sunlight exposure and dietary intake are insufficient. The recommended daily intake depends on age. Adults 50 to 70 years old, 600 international units per day. Adults over 70 years old, 800 to 2,000 international units per day. The best form of supplementation is vitamin D3, cholecalciferol, as it is more effective and better absorbed by the body than vitamin D2. Since vitamin D is fat-soluble, it should be taken with a meal containing healthy fats to enhance absorption. Before starting any new supplement, it is important to consult with a healthcare provider to determine the right dosage based on your individual health needs. Number 4. Pair vitamin D with magnesium. Did you know that magnesium is essential for activating vitamin D in the body? Without enough magnesium, your body cannot properly absorb or use vitamin D, no matter how much you get from sunlight, food, or supplements. To support vitamin D activation, include magnesium-rich foods in your diet. Some of the best sources include leafy greens like spinach and kale, nuts and seeds such as almonds and pumpkin seeds, whole grains like brown rice and oats. 5. Vitamin D with K2. Vitamin K2 is necessary for the activation of osteocalcin, a protein that transports and integrates calcium into bone to ensure a healthy skeleton. Vitamin D3 and vitamin K2 ensure that calcium is absorbed easily and reaches the bone mass while preventing arterial calcification, helping to keep your heart and bones healthy. Separately, K2 regulates normal blood clotting, whilst D3 supports a healthy immune system and supports muscle function. How long before you see results? If you're starting with low vitamin D levels, it may take some time to restore optimal levels and see noticeable improvements. Here's what to expect. 2 weeks, reduced muscle cramps, improved energy. 1 month, stronger legs, better balance. 3 months, increased bone density, lower fall risk. Are you getting enough vitamin D? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips.